Welcome, everyone. I'm Larry Schwartz with Pool Action TV, and we have another great match for you here. We have Sky Woodward and Joshua Carter. We're here at the 5th annual Scotty Townsend Memorial 9-ball event here at Arena Billiards. We're in West Monroe, Louisiana, and this is a good one. This is the scenic route. Now, this is an elimination round. Joshua has won the flip, so he'll break first. This is rotate break. 9-ball only counts in the upper 4 pockets, doesn't count in these bottom 2 corners. No 3-foul rule. Pretty much all straightforward from there. No touching the 1 when you rack. We have a great match, too, and a great tournament between all the events here. We have over $200,000 in prize money been given out here. Arena Billiards going to be given out. We're down to the final 12 players here in this 9-ball event. Like I say, this is an elimination round, so both these players have 9th through 12th secured, but they're not looking for 9th through 12th. Interesting right here, Joshua Carter. We got to watch him last night. He defeated Shane Wolford. And I looked up what he went for in the players' auction. And Joshua Carter went for $40 in the players' auction. The players' auction is paying over $39,000 between the two of them for first. Well, so I can't say Joshua Carter's not familiar with the TV table. He beat Shane Wolford last night, and Shane Wolford is playing great. I mean, Shane Wolford went for $3,000 in the first players auction, and it's not that Shane didn't play on his game, but it's how great Joshua really played almost flawlessly on Shane. But he has a tall order here. He has to get by Sky Woodward to stay in this tournament. Sky Woodward, one of the best players in the world, and he moves quickly. Eight ball definitely available on the side. From that other angle, it looks like it might be tricky, but Sky doing what he does. He runs out, going to push the 9 closer over where he just has to bunt this 8 in. And Sky's going to draw first blood in this race to 7. This is a race to 7. If I said race to 9, my bad. This is the elimination round. Elimination round, race to 7. All the winner side matches are a race to 9. Sky got beat by Lee Van Corteza. That was his loss. And now Lee Van Corteza just got beat by Joe Keith. All right. 2 balls down, no shot at the 1 ball. Guy looking for the best place to roll out. And I'll tell you right now, this guy's doing what he has to do. Don't just take it lightly. Oh, Joshua Carter, really never heard of him. You really got to bear down. Plus, a race to 7, rotate, break. You got to be able to come out. This guy just jumping out, rolling out for a jump shot, and he's not going to get it back. Joshua Carter knows who he's playing. He's going to go at it himself. Not successful on it, but didn't leave Sky all that much right here.
All right, pool fans, we still have a few of the autographed posters up here on top of the booth. If anybody would like to pick one of those up for $20, and we got markers you can use for autographs. All players are more than happy to take care of those for you. So just go up and pick you one up here.
That was a beautiful shot right there by Sky Woodward. The way he bounced that off the top of the 6. I mean, that was really nice the way he did this. I mean, look at the way he controlled the 1 to bounce, double kiss off that. Really a nice shot. Joshua Carter, I really like his demeanor at the table. Sky, did that dress up for Sky? We're going to find out. Well, it's definitely makeable. I don't look for Sky not to make this. Sky aiming the 1 to the 9, and how we would make it. Then he goes, without the 9 there, where would I hit the 1 into the rail? And that's exactly where Sky is aiming. It's like the 9 isn't there. And just like that, Sky moves to 2. Sky will be, Joshua will be breaking. We have a ladies tournament going on right now, 32 players. We have a lot of great women players, even April Larson, who played in this event, 151 players we started with. Like I said, we're down to the final 12 here. All right, Joshua Carter, race to 7. Needs to break and run out here. Making the one way easier to get position on the 3, and the 1 is in a hanger. And joining us is Ray Hansen.
Hey, Larry.
Hey, Ray.
Yeah. Well, I'm not the spring chicken I used to be. I had to go get a little rest after that auction. And
well, auctions.
Yes, right. That's right. Both
You're
of them.
doing that. Yeah.
Yeah, it was pretty continuous though on this one. But anyway, yeah, pretty good. We had a pretty good result. 25,000 roughly in the second open auction, and about 4,300 in the ladies. So almost 30,000 raised. Making this a record event. This is a record Scotty Townsend payouts for the event here. About 218,000 and some change. Pretty sporty.
It sure is. It sure is. I'm glad I could be part of it too, Ray. So, I mean, this is unbelievable.
Yeah, so Joshua Carter got his hands full here now with the Bluegrass Badass.
Well, we talked about him last night. He beat Shane Wolford, and we talked about him. This is one of your $40 players.
Yeah, that's right. Well, he didn't go for 40 this time. We got him for about 500 this time in the second one. But, yeah, good player out of Arizona. And got a little bit more intel on him since yesterday, after seeing how great he played. Man, there's a lot of players around like this that, we hardly ever see them, but they play jam up.
Yeah, and just because you see a player and you clock them 3-4 months ago at the tournament down the road, in 4 months a player can turn into a whole different player. I mean,
yeah.
Players get good overnight.
Well, especially nowadays we've got there's a lot of teaching going on, a lot of information sharing on how to do things, and you know as well as I do. Back in the day, we didn't have all that. We had to get in the grease, to learn anything, and even then.
I'll tell you, in Chicago, what they told you better do the opposite, because they're not going to tell you the right thing. They're trying to tell you the wrong thing. Oh, yeah. Bensingers, they're going to tell you what, the wrong thing, and then
Right.
try to take you off with somebody, knowing that they're making you into a bum.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not kidding you. I wish I was lying. I'm not everybody, but,
Yeah, I know. It's I've been having to work for like 5 years trying to get some nuggets out of Larry Schwartz.
I'll tell you, I was learning from a gentleman named Joe Procida at Bensinger's. It wasn't cheap either. He was charging me like $5 for the lesson, half hour.
Yeah.
So anyway, yeah, Joe Procida he's in the record book for running 186 and out on Willie Mosconi in a major tournament on a 5x10 tables.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Crazy.
Yeah, and that was but while he was teaching me, I didn't know who he was or how great he was. Another guy came over and pulled me on the side. He said, "You don't want to learn from this guy. I'll teach you. I charge 20, but I'm going to teach you a lot better." So
yeah.
They were hustling me.
Yeah.
That was my 16-year-old initiation.
We just got some updates on the Joshua Carter, actually from Benton, Arkansas. So I don't know if he's living in Arizona a little bit, or somehow we got the intel on the Arizona there. But Larry, I'm gonna step away just a second. I'll be right back.
Well, unfortunately, Sky hooked on his brake, and let's see what he comes up with. See if he just passes down here past the 3 to go for a jump shot. Rolls down right here by this bottom right corner pocket. Nicely done. Just like that. I don't think he's getting this one back. He didn't get the last one back in the first game that he rolled out for the jump, and he's not going to get this one. But Joshua needs to get something going here. All right, Sky is rollout paid off. Sky works quickly. Don't be surprised if we don't get out early here with the 4-9, but probably won't. I'm not sure how nicely dressed up it is, so let's take a look here. No, he's going to get all the way out after seeing that view. Sky works quickly, moves quickly around the table. multi-time Mosconi Cup player, MVP Mosconi Cup. I mean, Sky Woodward, can't say enough about him. Well, Joshua Carter's consolation is he gets the break. And this is a race to 7, so this is a elimination round, so Joshua really needs to get something happening or he's going to be eliminated. Still, if he is, I mean, he came in 9th through 12th. The loser of this match will have 9th through 12th secured. They will come in 9th through 12th. Winner's going to have 7th, 8th locked up. A chance to move on further for the piece of the
cheese.
39,000 plus.
Yeah.
Piece of the big cheese. The big slice of cheese. Thanks to Ray Hansen.
I'll stop, Larry. Now it's actually we had a lot of guys that just like to get in the grease.
Yeah, but hey, Ray, you're so good at the auction, you're going to be having people ask you for gas money to leave. He said, listen, I wasn't going to buy anybody, but you made it sound like such a great deal.
Oh, yeah. So,
you're good.
Actually, it kind of already happened. So there was this guy. There was a guy here last night that, hey, he's Filipino. What am I supposed to do? He's got a Philippine flag on his shirt. We never seen him before or heard of him. But anyway, so... the guy that bought him came over. He goes, "Man, you got me to buy a $40 player for $500." It's because he was Filipino. So the guy's buddies were laughing because they kind of threw up some red flags. That's why people started bidding, and I just went with it. But I didn't know he was a $40 player. I never seen him before.
That's pretty funny.
Yeah. Yeah, it does happen. But, a lot of them are just having a good time, and, it's fun.
No question about it. The majority are having a good time. This is, what a great event, this 5th annual Scotty Townsend Memorial here.
Yeah, we're having...
Third Arena Billiards.
Yeah, it's a great time. Great bunch of people, and it's not a surprise, to see such a great bunch of people out here supporting Scotty Townsend, he was a great guy. He'd give you the shirt off his back. He was always right there, supporting a lot of pool events. He went around to a lot of events. And man, there's a lot of great stories too about Scotty.
Yeah, there sure are.
Fun ones too.
I had the pleasure of spending an evening with him in Vegas when I lived there, and I'm telling you, I didn't even know him. It was the first time I met him, and he just started sharing so much knowledge with me. Well, I knew he was a good guy.
There was a guy here last night. He was telling me a story when Scotty was over in, I think he was in Houston, and Gabe, it might have been, it doesn't matter where, he was somewhere over here in the area, and he, Gabe Owen had just come off a win in the U.S. Open, and Gabe Owen come walking into the pool hall where Scotty was, and Scotty ended up, he said, "You got the 7 out, or the 7 ball." Or Gabe had just come off a win in the U.S. Open. And Scotty spotted him to 7 and busted him.
Oh, come on!
Yeah.
No kid.
Yep. Yes. No. Scotty could play. He had a high gear.
Oh, I know. He had that stroke, and he had that cue ball dancing around. Everything was working. He was close with one of my closest friends, the late Cole Dixon, and Cole was one of my best friends, and I'll tell you right now, when Cole talks highly of somebody and highly of their game, yeah. I know they could play.
All right, Sky Woodward moves to 5 games to 1. Joshua Carter having a little trouble getting it out of the mud here now. Maybe he was a little more comfortable playing Shane Wolford, maybe because he didn't know him. Or I don't know, but he looked great last night when he was playing. I mean, we really hadn't seen a lot of him in this match. Sky Woodward's been dominating.
Yeah, well, you know, you got to go home and sleep on it too and go, wait a minute, I'm knocking on the door of winning this thing. And you better sleep. And things aren't going his way. That wouldn't account. The 9 ball only counts in the upper. If he didn't scratch, the 9 ball wouldn't account anyway. So
Yeah, that's right.
this isn't how you want to start out Sky Woodward with ball in hand.
All right, start the stopwatch.
Sky. Okay, 1 second. Yep, we were timing Sky. He was getting out in less than a minute. And I think he's going to do it again here.
Well, you know, one thing you'll notice about these guys is as the closer they get to the cash, the more careful they are.
Oh, yeah, no doubt it slows down a little bit.
Sky Woodward, you know, MVP on the Moscone Cup team for 2 years in a row, and just, you know, a great player. But it's been a really great learning experience for him.
Well, John Gabriel, who was a pleasure to have him in the booth, couple matches, and we were trying to figure out where Sky got the nickname Bluegrass Badass, and they said it was you, Ray. And he just did that in 56 seconds. So
Oh yeah,
a little slow, playing a little slow, lagging along. You got to put the shot clock on him.
yeah. We are talking about
Bluegrass Badass.
Yeah, well, it's a good one. Well, we are talking about getting a shot clock for the TV arena, and for the events, we are starting to make the shot clock possibility for most of our events that we're running. Well, all of them that we're running, but there's some of them we run for other people too. But
I like that.
yeah, the shot clock, I think will make it more exciting, you know, for all of us. But I'd be interested to hear from some of the fans on the shot clock. What they
40
think.
seconds.
Yeah, well, it depends on the game, you know. You know, if we did a one-pocket shot clock, it's going to be a little longer, of course. But
You know, but one thing with a shot clock, Ray, you would probably need a referee.
yeah, probably so. Unless we can figure out how to get the shot clock ran from Chicago, then we might be on to something.
Shot clock. The shot clock man from Chicago?
The Chicago shot clock. All right.
Reminds me of a story, too, guys. While Sky runs out here, my friend was playing a guy, and he played real slow, and he said, wait a minute, you gotta play with a shot clock. You play too slow. So this guy was a fireman, and he got my friend to put the shot clock on him, who was a policeman. And after it was over, he said, that's not fair. He lost, and he says, you got a fireman with a policeman putting the shot clock. That's not fair. There had to be the fix must have been in.
Oh yeah. Okay. All right. I don't get it, Larry. Sky Woodward.
Well, Sky
Boom.
went pretty slow here. It took him 1 minute, 10 seconds. So I'm telling you right now, he's lagging along. Is the shot clock 40 seconds for the whole rack? And Sky Woodward moves on to defeat Joshua Carter.
Yeah. All right. We're gonna get another one. See what
7-1.
we got, and we'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen. Larry, thank you for being here, and we'll be right back. Don't go far.